we're all used to, in the world of apps, different wares. So we've got malware and spyware that we all know that we need to look out for. But there's a new entrant to the field, fleeceware. But what is a fleeceware app? What does it do? And how can you be protected against them?
What exactly is fleeceware? It's not the same as kind of malware, is it, on a phone?
No, it's not at all. This isn't an app that's going to use some code to infect your iPhone or indeed your Android device. It's actually an abuse of the freemium concept, which is where an app offers a free trial, after which you have to subscribe to get the premium features, which is fine. I'm all for monetization of apps by developers that put the work in. The trouble is, a fleeceware app, and the ones that we've seen so far tend to be of the type that you can get elsewhere for free or for a one-off low fee. So let's say photo editing apps, free VPNs, PDF readers, even watch faces. So they don't offer much different to what anything else does. What they do differently is they offer, in general, a 3-day free trial. After that free trial, you're locked into a recurring and ridiculously overpriced subscription. And I mean ridiculously overpriced. So while some will offer an annual subscription, many will be on a weekly or a monthly basis, and they can end up costing hundreds of dollars a year. And in some cases, we've seen many $1,000s a year in subscription fees.
We've seen lots of fleeceware stories on Android, exactly the same. So tricking people into downloading the free trial, they forget to end the trial, and then they end up paying the subscriptions. Clearly, the subscriptions themselves are massively overly priced, and that should be the first warning. If you see something that's charging you $20 a week and it's a relatively benign application, then clearly it's something you should avoid. The other thing is the usual trick seems to be being played here as well, which is, fake reviews, just trying to get these apps up the list. So when you search for whatever type of application it is, these come up near the top of the list with lots of 4 or 5 star reviews to get you to download them. So there is a fraudulent element as well as kind of manipulating the way the app stores work. Is that right?
Yeah, and in fairness, both Apple and Google are doing a fair old amount to protect users. Much of this is via developer guidelines. Obviously, they're not doing enough to stop the problem. But if you look at the Apple guidance for developers, it states that while pricing is up to the individual developer, it won't distribute apps that are clearly rip-offs. It says that auto-renewing subscriptions have to provide an ongoing value to the customer, and apps that attempt to scam users will be removed. Indeed, Apple have said that it's removed 250 million ratings and reviews in 2020 that didn't meet their moderation standards.
The scale of this problem is pretty vast, isn't it, Davey? So, I mean, what more can be done, and how does the process work now in terms of how they're identifying things like fleeceware, which aren't kind of as obvious, and you'd have to kind of go through the reviews?
That's the precise problem. It's a tricky question to answer, certainly a lot trickier than it at first appears, because fleeceware app developers strive to keep those apps within the rules, the precise rules of development and inclusion in the app stores. So they're not easy to spot unless they're reported. When they are reported, on the whole, both Apple and Google do remove those apps.
It doesn't matter whether it's Apple or Google. Clearly, the idea of subscriptions and in-app purchases and everything else, they're taking a massive cut. And for every fleeceware app, there are dozens, hundreds of apps that charge a normal subscription for a normal service. And I'm guessing the App Store managers don't want to create an impediment to everybody who thinks they want to subscribe for £5 a year, say, or $5 a year, just keep them going. But clearly, in the case of fleeceware, it would be the easiest thing in the world to set a limit. If you want to charge more than $10 a year, you need to go through a secondary approval process by the App Store.
Read all the reviews. We actually don't bother reading all the reviews, but just don't read only the 5-star reviews. Look, seek out the 1 and 2-star reviews, because there's always going to be a few people that will get through and they will say, hold on a minute, this is a rip-off. Read those reviews before you click download. And also, check your active subscriptions. You can do this really easily. So on iOS, it's settings, and you click on your name, subscriptions, active, and you can see all the subscriptions that you've got that are active. Cancel the ones that you don't want. Cancel the ones that look like, hold on a minute, am I really paying $20 a month for that? Cancel it.